my questions.
Yeah, so I represent a company called Shriram Group. This is what 4-decade-old group in India. Basically, it started with the truck financing. We are the market leader in truck financing, and the primary focus or the core foundation of the group is revolving around the common man in India. So when we started truck for financing, we realized that India, there's huge number of truck drivers who are having an aspiration to become the truck owner, and nobody was funding. Even now also it's difficult for a truck driver to get a funding. We are doing this from last 4 decades. Okay. Every year we fund around about 5 lakh trucks. Our founder chairman is Mr. Rajan. He is a Padam Bhushan, and I think from inception till date, we must have made close to around 20 lakhs truck drivers to a truck owner. That's their life change. Then we started our other lending business. So we are in the largest SME lending company in India. We are the largest truck finance company of India. Every fifth second-hand truck is funded by Shriram. Yes. Then I think 2006, we realized that why can't we move in insurance sector? 2000, the insurance sector got opened for a private sector. And then we tested the water for 1 or 2 years. And then since we have a huge network, especially in South India, we have a huge network of a chit fund. I think after post office, if anybody is having a network, that is Shriram, and a very household name, because we have done that business quite ethically. Particularly if you see the galaxy of leadership in Shriram Group, we are not from very hi-fi institute, we are not from IITs or IIMs. We are mostly homegrown people. And other thing is that the vintage of the leadership in Shriram is quite long. There are people, probably I am the newest in the group, I am completing 11 years. There are people who are from last 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. But if you ask my leadership style, I am a very hands-on manager. Most of the time believe to be in the field, because I personally feel the action is there where the customer is. So I'm not a corner room CEO.
That's brilliant.
I am always on the street.
So what is the one component of business? As a CEO, of course, you deal with every division, that you think that you are personally very interested in and you spend a lot of time in?
To be very honest, not only me. There are 24 life insurance companies in India, life insurance companies, 23 from private sector. I think 90% of the time of most of the CEOs are spending only in business development. Because life insurance, everything is possible. Business development is the most difficult and the challenging job.
Yes.
So most of us comes from that business development background, sales background.
So there's a huge difference in, and I ask this question as a youngster's suggestion to youngsters. Whether you pass out from IIM or IIT or FMS or wherever you are, people have this huge brouhaha perception that sales is downgraded. And it's right. Marketing, where actually sales defines the organization and makes it grow. Marketing today, actually, people are sitting in their cabin watching YouTube videos primarily.
And the other thing is that when everything is going well, fine. When my person is in crisis, that's the time I say I'm there with you. Otherwise, he don't need me. So that gives a real bonding, and that gives a very long vintage. And as a leader, everybody has to retrospect. Everybody has to go and see his face on the wall. How many people who has worked with me are doing well? That gives a good, and luckily in my career I had 3 mentors.